Please rise and join with me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Chris, would you call the roll, please?
Emerson.
Here.
Moore.
Here.
Muta.
Here.
Prieto.
Here.
Rakos.
Here.
Salinas. Salinas.
Here.
Button.
Here. Let the record reflect we have 7 present, 5 in chambers, and 2 online. Next item on the agenda is a consideration of past meeting minutes. In your board, in your packet, you should have received a copy of the meeting minutes for April 15th, 2024. Is there a motion to approve?
So move. Second.
It's been moved by Commissioner Muta, properly seconded by Commissioner Prieto for the meeting minutes of April 15th. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Roll call on the motion.
Emerson.
Here. Yes.
Muta.
Yes.
Moore.
Yes.
Prieto.
Yes.
Rakos.
Yes.
Salinas.
Yes.
Button.
Yes, motion carries 7 in favor and no dissent. Thank you very much. Next item on the agenda is item 5, report on the work study session. Immediately prior to this meeting, we had a brief discussion of the agenda items. Is there any other discussion? Next item on the agenda is funding. I turn it over to our Commissioner Moore. Anything to add?
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
I have a short report to give. To date, we were able to identify, discussing through email for the ARPA reimbursements. Thus far, I've concluded that we get at least 1.13 million back into the CIB budget based upon what we allocated in 2023. We're going to have to continue to look at previous years to see if there's potential for reimbursement there, as those previous years had already been closed out, and ARPA funds cannot be transferred from the fund that they exist in. So we're going to see if there's any other ways that we can get some of that money back to CIB, whether it be directly or indirectly through allocation. We now have a total unallocated fund balance of $938,000. That takes into account all of the actions that are before us this evening, and this does not include a second quarter budget, which is going to be released to the council from the mayor on Monday.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Moore. Any questions? Thank you for your fine report. Next item is item 7, matters from mayor, council, and other departments. Anyone in those entities wishing to address the board? Seeing none, item 8 is old business. Any old business? Hearing none, item 9 is new business. Item 9A is a funding allocation for 415 Sibley temporary parking design with Nice Engineering in the amount of $13,560. Is there a motion to approve?
Make a motion. Second.
It's been moved by Commissioner Prieto, seconded by Councilman Emerson for the funding allocation for design of the temporary parking at 415 Sibley. Is there any discussion? At the request of Planning and Development, we've been asked to improve areas for parking in downtown, given the limited amount of parking that there is. And so this is a request by Nice to design additional spaces in the lot known as 415 Sibley. Any other discussion? Any other discussion? Roll call on the motion.
Emerson.
Yes.
Moore.
Yes.
Muta.
Yes.
Prieto.
Yes.
Rakos.
Yes.
Salinas.
Yes.
Button.
Yes, motion carries 7 in favor and no dissent. Next item on the agenda is 9B, the funding allocation for Hammond North Approach at Sibley, change order number 1 with Reith Riley Construction Company in the amount of $1,750.70. Is there a motion to approve?
So move.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved by Commissioner Muta and seconded by Councilman Emerson for the change order number 1 for the north approach of Hammond at Sibley. Is there any discussion? This comes as a request through the engineer to substitute limestone from slag, which was the bid item. We have reminded the consultant that we do not allow slag in the subgrade, and so we've had problems in the past with slag, particularly its offensive odor and smell. Well, it would be odor, and so we try to avoid that whenever possible.
Mr. Chair,
Yes,
maybe I just
Councilman
didn't hear
Rickles.
right. The amount is $1,755.70?
that's correct.
Okay, I didn't hear, I heard something different.
I might have said something different, but I meant to say $1,755.70.
Is that what you had, Chris?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Nope, all good, thank you. Any other discussion? Roll call on the motion.
Emerson,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Muta,
Yes.
Prieto,
Yes.
Rakos,
Yes.
Salinas,
Yes.
Button.
Yes, motion carries 7 in favor and no dissent. Next item on the agenda is item 9C, a funding allocation for Hammond Avenue reconstruction change order number 18 with Reith Riley Construction Company in the amount of $106,493. Is there a motion to approve?
So move.
Thank you, Councilman Emerson. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Prieto for change order number 18 with Hammond Avenue. Is there any discussion? This really equates to about 5 separate items of change orders, all related to sewer work that has happened over the course of the last year. Let's say we found a number of laterals that were connected to the mainline combined sewer that needed to be either capped or replaced because of their failed condition. It's about half of the project. And then there were reconnections of sewers and rerouting of sanitary sewer laterals and new services to vacant lots that would need future service. Is there any other discussion? Any other discussion? Roll call on the motion.
Emerson,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Muta,
Yes.
Prieto,
Yes.
Rakos,
Yes.
Salinas,
Yes.
Button.
Yes, motion carries 7 in favor and no dissent. Next item on the agenda is item 9D, a funding allocation for Summer Street, CCMG, Indianapolis to 165th, change order number 1 with Reith Riley Construction in the amount of $40,713.50. Is there a motion to approve?
Make a motion?
Thank you.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Prieto, seconded by Councilman Rakos. Is there any discussion? This is to install under drains under the asphalt where we've encountered high groundwater in about a 400-foot segment of the roadway. We're doing this in order to save the life of the new improvements to keep the water from standing underneath the asphalt, which would cause early failure. Is there any other discussion? Any other discussion? Roll call on the motion.
Emerson,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Muta,
Yes.
Prieto,
Yes.
Rakos,
Yes.
Salinas,
Yes.
Button.
Yes, motion carries 7 in favor and no dissent. Item 9E is a funding allocation for Marble Street reconstruction, construction engineering with Advanced Engineering Services of Hammond in the amount of $19,105. Is there a motion to approve?
So move.
Thank you, Councilman Emerson. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Rakos. This is for construction engineering or observation by AES, a Hammond business. And it's about, it's a nominal fee to do the on-site observation and testing of materials and witnessing of events to make sure the roadway is constructed in accordance with the plans. The engineering department will be doing the paper administration of this project to try to help save some money on the project. Is there any other discussion? Any other discussion? Roll call on the motion.
Emerson,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Muda,
Yes.
Prieto,
Yes.
Rakos,
Yes.
Salinas,
Yes.
Button.
Yes, motion carries 7 in favor and no dissent. Is there any other new business? Hearing none. A public expression. Anyone in the audience wishing to address this board? Anyone in the audience? Anyone online? Hearing none. The next regularly scheduled meeting for the Capital Improvement Board will be Monday, May 20th, with a work-study session at 4:30 and a regular meeting at 5 o'clock. If there's nothing further, the chair would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed?